There are many different ways to change the items within a diagram. You can create a zone and select more than one item. You can also move, resize, or delete items. So let's say that I would like to change the size of a shape. I think this computer here is a little bit too big. The first thing I want to do is make sure that I have my pointer tool selected up here, which I do. It says you can also do Control-1 to make sure you have it. And then I'm going to click here on the object that I would like to resize. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller here. There we go. I can also rotate it a little bit if I would like. Oh, there we go. If we look here at the status bar at the bottom of the program, we have the exact width. So this is what the width is going to be on the paper, and the exact height as well. So if I want to modify that directly, I can do that here. I'm going to click on width. And let's say that I want it to be 15 millimeters instead of 25. And then I can just click anywhere to save the changes. I'm going to close. I clicked on the X to close my little pop-up box. You can see that the computer has gotten a little bit longer than it was wide. And if there's a shape that I don't want to keep, I can select it here. So I still have my pointer tool. I'm going to select the shape here. And then I'm just going to push delete on my keyboard. You can see it goes away. Now this time I would like to change more than one item at a time. So I'm going to click here on PC Network because here we have a good group of computers that we can try on. I'm still here under the Home ribbon. And this time I'm going to look over here where it says Editing. And I have my cursor right here to select. So I have my pointer tool selected. And here I'm going to come under Select. And this time I'm going to do an area select. And if I click on the document, so let's say I would like to select these two objects right here. I'm going to click on the document and then just drag until the shapes that I want to include are within my square. I let go. If I want to add, let's say I want to add this guy over here, I'm going to hold down my Control key and I can add something to the selection like that too. So the control goes both ways. If I want to deselect, I can do the same thing. So I still have Control held down. I'm going to click on the object that I want to deselect this time. And you can see it goes back to the original selection. So then if I want to apply a style to these two objects, I can do that as well. If I come here under Quick Style, I can pick a color here. And you can see that of all the objects on the page, I was able to apply the style to the two objects that I had selected. So another way to select a group of items is to do a lasso select. So I'm going to come back up here to my select, and this time I'm going to say lasso select. And this time I want to I can kind of draw my own circle around all of the objects that I would like to select, and then I let go. And you can see it selected all of those items. I can do the same thing there. I can come up here to Quick Styles and apply changes to only those objects. So I have one more option if I want to select multiple objects, which is to come back up here to select. And this time I'm going to say select by type. So I have ink objects. If I've made notes on the diagram, I can select those. I can select the shapes and so on. So if I wanted to do only the shapes, I could do that here. I could uncheck all of these other objects and say that I want to apply some kind of theme or some kind of formatting to only the shapes. And then if I would like to apply it to everything on the document, I have a button here at the bottom of the box to say all. And then here I'll say okay. And same thing here if I want to do Quick Styles, I can apply changes here directly. And I clicked off just to deselect. And now you know a little bit more about managing the items in your diagram in Visio 2013.